cuartos de final, vas a la Champions League, Paisas Fase Club, na mejor de Brasil. Tiembla las montañas de Antioquia, tiembla todas las subregiones, porque se viene el equipo local. Saludamos con un fuerte aplauso al equipo Paisas. Con el número 0, Thomas Robinson. Con el número 1, Juan Cárdenas. Con el número 5, Juan Salceo. Con el número 8, Cristian Arboleda. Con el número 9, Justin Girena. Con el número 11, Macio McKenney. Con el número 15, Andrés Carmona. Con el número 17, Eric Griffin. Con el número 20, Álvaro Peña. Con el número 24, nuestro capitán, Víctor Liz. Con el número 30, Elor Vargas. Con el número 89, Torres Somers. Ahí lo tienen el equipo de Paisas Basketball Club, dirigido por su entrenador, Daniel Seoane, su entrenador asistente, Luis Lopera. Invitamos a los equipos al saludo protocolario.
Good evening and welcome into Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin, Colombia for tonight's Basketball Champions League America's quarterfinal Game 1 matchup between Paisas Basketball Club of Medellin and Flamengo of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Leo Margo, I'm Craig Feta, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight wherever you're watching from in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. By the book, Flamengo comes into this one as heavy favorites, but Paisas boasts the tournament's leading scorer in Victor Liz at 27.5 points per game, and the leading rebounder in Eloy Vargas at 10.8 rebounds per game. And even though Paisas will be without Glenn Kosey's clutch shooting and his 15 points per game, Daniel Seoane has added former Kansas All-American Thomas Robinson. Robinson played for Real Estelí in this event in 2023, averaging 17.6 points and 10.4 rebounds per game, and set a BCL America's record with 14 two-point field goals made in one game. Seoane has also added Colombia national team player Alvaro Peña and brought back Maceo McCadney. So the message is, do not sleep on Paisas. Flamengo enters this one as the top scoring team in BCL America's play this year, and they can hurt you in so many different ways. They come in with the exact same roster as previous windows. However, they did make one key change, bringing in Argentine legend Sergio Hernandez as head coach to replace Gustavo Conti. Oveja joined the team just 10 days ago, and this will be his BCL America's debut. Leo, what do you expect out of Flamengo with Sergio Hernandez at the helm?
Hi, Craig. It's my pleasure to be with you at this game. I hope we can enjoy another fantastic game together with people from all over the world. You talk about Sergio Oveja, the sheep, Hernandez. Flamengo is the big favorite in this series already with a couple of games played under the mandate of Hernandez. The Brazilian team has many different ways of attacking the Colombian team. I think Paisas will have to build the match by slowing down the pace and, above all, being able to find good open shots to stay in the game.
Already we see some differences, and of course we've got the graphic still outdated showing Gustavo Conti as head coach of Flamengo. But already some adjustments. The starting lineup for Flamengo, a little bit different than what Gustavo Conti had been using. Jordan Williams, Shaquille Johnson, Kyle Manfield, Ruan Miranda, and Alexi Borges. And here is the starting lineup for Paisas. Thomas Robinson, Maceo McCadney, Eric Griffin. 3 Americans, Victor Liz from Dominican Republic, and I believe the 5th starter was Eloy Vargas. So no Colombians in the starting roster for...
No Álvaro Peña?
I didn't see... Pardon?
Álvaro Peña is not a starter?
I don't think I saw Alvaro Peña in there. It was... they brought the graphic down, and they... for some reason, the stat page or the live stats graphics aren't working, so can't see who couldn't quite see who that 5th starter was. It was either Eloy Vargas or Durrell Summers. I'm not sure which one it was. I'm going to assume it's Vargas. But anyway, this is the only game we have tonight. We had a couple of great games last night as Instituto down Minas 67-60, and then Franca, oh my, Franca survived Quimsa 71-69. Franca shot under 20% from three-point range, very un-Franca-like. And in fact, Quimsa had a chance to win it down the stretch as Franca missed 3 of 4 free throws inside the last 20 seconds. And Agustin Perez had a chance to win it with a three-pointer, but just missed. And that was an exciting game. Tomorrow we will get the last quarterfinal underway as Boca Juniors host Real Estelí, 9:10 p.m. local time in Buenos Aires, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the USA. Our officials for this contest, Johnny Batista of Puerto Rico, Orlando Varela of Honduras, and Wasim Hussaini of Canada. That's an official I am not familiar with. And the last starter for Paisas is not Eloy Vargas, it is Durrell Summers. Okay, so we've got that all straightened out.
Griffin, Summers.
And we are just... Yep, Eric Griffin and Durrell Summers.
Yeah. Number 0.
There you get a look at the back of Durrell Summers from Michigan State, 2011. Played for legendary Tom Izzo. Started 67 games for the Spartans. Started 30 of 34 games his senior year. So Paisas bringing on some new faces. They are without Eric Crawford, Juan Rosario, Santiago Serna, Octavio Munoz, and Glenn Cosi. So Seoane continuing to tinker with that roster as Thomas Robinson gets the first bucket of the game for Paisas. Remember, Paisas lost their first 2 games in the December window. Then they brought in Victor Liz and Eloy Vargas, and Victor Liz with a pair of 34-point games sparked Paisas into the quarterfinals. Shaquille Johnson getting his first points for Flamengo. McCadney high off the glass at the other end missing. And now Kyle Manfio. Flamengo works it around the outside. That 3 rattles out. Going to pass a little bit behind Durrell Summers. And you have to wonder, Leo, if you're going to see some mistakes like that. The team hasn't been together all that long with so many new faces. You might see some chemistry issues, guys not instinctively knowing where somebody else might be.
Yeah, there are mistakes that they cannot have against a team like Flamengo.
Williams misses the 3, and here comes Paisas back the other way. Release into the corner, 3 on the way from Summers. Splash! Durrell Summers!
It's not a traditional Colombian team these Paisas, this way to play because of the way of the play with these foreigners. Well, Shaquille Johnson get another bucket. I think these Paisas maybe can get upset a little while to Flamengo in this game.
Paisas have continued to improve throughout the course of this event. Better hurry. 3 on the shot clock. Robinson couldn't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up the floater in the lane from 10 feet away. Great work by Thomas Robinson.
Good effort by Robinson.
A couple of the Americans that Daniel Sewani have brought in. International high-level veterans. That shot swatted away. Robinson getting up and knocking that one out into the tunnel practically. Thomas Robinson will be 34 years old on March 17th. Maceo McCadney, 26. Eric Griffin, 34. But the other one that Sewani brought in for the quarterfinals, Darrell Summers, 35 years old. These guys have all played internationally at a high level for a long time. Shot clock at 3. Gorgeous bounce pass right side. The floater up. Short. Now Victor Liz. Liz has not even shot the ball yet. Now he shoots it. Splash! Victor Liz! From just outside the solar system. Gives Paisas a 10-4 lead. And I think Liz got a piece of that one.
Yeah, Summers, McCartney, also Victor Liz. They are good shooters for Paisas.
Victor Liz shooting 43% from three-point range coming into this one, leading the tournament at 27.5 points per game. Now Robinson for 3. Gorgeous. And Ruan Miranda banks that one in and draws the foul. So Miranda will go to the free throw line. Coming into this one, 5 of 9 from the stripe. A foul on Maceo McCadney. Miranda cannot complete the three-point play. So it remains a 4-point lead for Paisas. Griffin can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Finally gives it up. Now Summers. The shot blocked, but a foul call. So Summers to the free throw line. Summers played 52 games in the G League, averaged 13.1 points per game. Has also played in France, Venezuela, Hungary, Israel, Chile, Mexico, Argentina, Finland, Germany, and Uruguay. Was an all-star in Mexico in 2022. In fact, the Eastern District MVP in 2022 and won a championship in Chile in 2016.
Yeah, speaking of
Second
Summers,
free throw on the way. Yeah, there's a couple of them on the floor here.
Sure, it's a player who can contribute many points in this team of Paisas.
So Summers now with 5 already. Shaquille Johnson. Has it batted away by Robinson, goes out of bounds. And they're going to say that went off Johnson. So it's Paisas ball. Less than 5.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Time change in the USA got me in the second quarter already. Strong move to the rack by Robinson. My goodness. And it's 14-6, and Sergio wants timeout.
Hernandez didn't like this first minute at all. They are not making a good defense. So Paisas is getting with so much effort, stepping the zone, moving the ball around the perimeter, and getting good shots.
Welcome back to Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin. And it's Paisas getting out to an early lead. 14-6. Prompting Sergio Hernandez to take timeout. Now we've got our stat pages updating, so be able to give you some numbers here. Darrell Summers already 5 points for Paisas. Thomas Robinson, 6. And let's see what Sergio Hernandez draws up out of that timeout. Gorgeous. Gets it to Miranda. Quick spin move and a foul call. That's going to be on Justin Llerena. There you get a look at that long three-pointer from Victor Liz. Such an effortless shot. That three-pointer short by Kyle Manfio. Gets the long rebound, puts it back up, missed. Manfio came into this one shooting 48% from the arc, but missed 2 there. Flamengo with another crack at it. Borges taking it himself. Now Miranda draws the foul. Boy, with the addition of Robinson at 6'9", 206 centimeters, Darrell Robinson 6'8", 202. You have Eric Griffin 6'8", 203. Maceo McCadney 6'7", 201. Those are guys with huge wingspans, and they are making life difficult for the Flamengo guards right now, trying to get shots off.
Yeah, but Alexei Borges has not started playing yet. I think he's the key of the Flamengo's attack. Flamengo depends a lot on that, and I think if not working with Alexei, maybe with Franco Balbi, can start to play, move the ball, getting good shots.
Alexei did not play in the February window for Flamengo. Griffin's jump shot misses. Alexei averaging 13 points, 7.3 assists per game. That's good for second in the tournament. Oh my, Rohan Miranda blocks that one. And now Jordan Williams for 3, missing. Griffin tracking it down in the corner. Liz has it stolen away. Jordan Williams snuck around the back door and picked his pocket, and there Griffin blocks it at the other end, but they're going to say that's a goaltend. Griffin wants it reviewed. He's saying, no. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that came off the glass. Yeah, absolutely.
And Sirani goals.
So now Flamengo back to within 4 at 14-10. And Daniel Sewane wants timeout.
I think Seane calls for a review.
You should say a prayer, ain't nobody praying for you. Cause if I want it, then it's mine, that's what I'm saying to you. If it's ain't hard, you better leave. You try and cross me, then you dead to me. Cause I'm in the business of making enemies. And there's a good chance that you may never leave. You feeling comfortable, you should never be. Cause I bring the pain if we should ever meet. Tonight, you should really find a lifeline. Outlaws come alive in the nighttime.
$14-10 in favor of Paisas. Welcome back to Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin. Just a fabulous arena. When this place gets full, it can get awfully loud. This is probably the loudest, I don't know about the loudest, but in the top 2 or 3 loudest arenas I've ever been in calling a game. It was absolutely deafening here in 2016, I believe it was. May have been 17. Here comes Robinson, kicking it into the corner for Llerena. Back to Robinson, now Llerena again. Shot clock winding down. And Eric Griffin with the easy lay-in. Oh, nice pass from Alexi, and the layup missed by Miranda. But they're going to call Robinson for the foul.
First foul on Robinson.
Robinson not loving that call. Of course, what player really does when they get whistled for a foul? As Miranda misses the
Sure.
first.
Yeah, everyone complains.
Once again, a big welcome in to all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel and FIBA's Courtside 1891. Miranda now with 5 points, and that is the spread between Paisas and Flamengo. Oh, another strong take by Thomas Robinson. He wanted a foul. Stolen away by Robinson. Llerena. Oh, I don't know how he didn't travel. Ah, there.
He's walking around the zone. Incredible.
I think he traveled twice.
Yeah, and maybe
He
3.
needed to get his,
Maybe 3.
he needs to get his passport stamped after that one. Manfio open for 3. Splash! Caio hits that one. Luis into the front court. He's only taken 1 shot. And he hit it. It was a 3-pointer. Now Griffin, shot clock at 10. Paisas doesn't appear to be in any hurry to get into their offense. Now Liz, gotta hurry. Behind the back pass, and again, that's one of those chemistry things. We saw that in the game yesterday, didn't we? Where somebody tried to make a behind the back pass and threw it out of bounds. If you're going to make that highlight reel type pass, you better not miss.
Yeah.
As we get a look at Kyle Manfio. And this is the point, Leo, where we have to mention the obligatory Kyle Manfio last year in the quarters against Obras. Manfio had 28 points on 10 of 10 shooting. He was 7 of 7 from three-point range, and he was perfect on his only free throw attempt. So we dubbed that the Kaio.
Yeah.
So we always have to mention that when Manfio
it's our
does
highlight,
something.
maybe?
Yeah. And now
Okay.
Taive Galizzi gets fouled.
A former Argentinian national player, Taive Galizzi. First seconds in the game. He has a lot of clash with Eloy Vargas in Argentinian league.
Oh,
Eloy
yeah.
played for Boca Juniors, for Gimnasia y Esgrima, Comodoro Rivadavia. Galizzi playing for Instituto, Quimsa, Regatas.
Second one won't go in for Taya, but the rebound back tap finally controlled by McCadney. Elise tried to get it to Vargas.
Another transition foul.
128.
Paisas can greatly regret not having taken advantage of Flamengo's offensive impressions in the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Flamengo just 29% overall from the floor, 1 of 7 from three-point range.
Yeah, it's not the show.
Galizzi misses again. Galizzi with a red stripe down the middle of his head. Oh, my goodness. That's 3 straight. Taya came into this one 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Now Liz for 3. That one missed. Rebounded by Dos Santos. Splash! That 3 is good. And we are tied at 18. Jonathan Dos Santos, not really known for his long-range shooting, but he ties it up.
Yeah, Flamengo's offense changed a lot when they defend. They are the old basketball books, Craig. Defend to be able to run the court and getting shots, and now with Franco Balbi in cancha, maybe we can watch another magician game with Franco in court, at the court.
Galizzi, oh man, he got away with a push off of McCadney. McCadney's looking around for help, but now Flamengo on top, 20-18. Shot clock winding down. Griffin for 3, draws the foul. So at about the 36-second mark of this first quarter, Flamengo takes their first lead.
How much was left on the position clock? Do you remember? 2, 3 seconds, maybe?
Yeah, if that. It was definitely low.
Yeah.
Griffin misses the free throw.
Yeah, it's not the afternoon of free throws.
Juan Cardenas into the game now for Paisas as Maceo McCadney sits down. And Griffin hits the second. Didn't see Guy Deodato slip into the game, but he's been in for the last couple of minutes here. And there he is with the ball. Clock down to 5. Guy working. Puts up the 3. Splash! Guy Deodato! Guy doing Guy things. And just like that, Flamengo with a 3-point lead, beg your pardon, 4-point lead heading into the second quarter. Guy Deodato, I just love watching him play. You remember from the 80s and 90s, a guy in the Detroit Pistons named Vinnie Johnson, nicknamed the Microwave because he heats up so quickly. Guy Deodato, he may heat up faster than anybody I've ever seen. I don't know what heats up faster than a microwave. Maybe we call him the air fryer or something. But my goodness, Guy Deodato can get so hot, just burn you over and over from 3-point range as we look at the first quarter shooting numbers.
Maybe players like J.C. Carroll in Real Madrid or someone like him.
Individually for Paisas, Thomas Robinson, 8 points on 4 of 7 shooting in that first quarter. He's also got 4 rebounds. Eric Griffin with 3. Victor Liss with 3. Liss already, though, with 3 turnovers. Darrell Summers, 5 points in that first quarter. For Flamengo, Guy Deodato, those 3 points. Jonathan Dos Santos, 3. Shaquille Johnson, 4. Kyle Manfio, 3. Juan Miranda, 5. Alexi Borges with 2. And Tyvek Alitsi with 3. Again, this is the only game tonight in BCL Americas play. Our last quarterfinal gets underway tomorrow. Boca Juniors and Real Estelí. 9:10 p.m. local time in Buenos Aires, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight in the USA. And that's going to be a good series. Boca Juniors have made some additions to their roster. And Boca actually beat this Flamengo team, handing Flamengo their only loss. Boca absolutely pasted Flamengo in February, 96-71.
Yeah, Boca with some injuries in the roster, like Martin Cuello with a sprained ankle, Andres Ibarwen with problem in his, I don't remember well, but I think it was in a knee, in his left knee, and Boca recalls Nicolás Stenta to play this series against Real Estelí. Stenta is playing now in San Lorenzo Almagro, but it's a prospect can play in the BCLA for Boca. Boca that will be playing at home at the Obras Sanitarias Stadium, not in his stadium, not in La Bombonerita. So I think it will be a great game tomorrow, Greg.
Yes. Both Cuello and Ibargüen on the roster for tomorrow. But we will see how much we see
they
them.
are doubtful today.
Not sure what the holdup is here as we start the second quarter. Daniel Seoane talking with the scorers table.
to make it clear, maybe they can play tomorrow, but today their status is doubtful.
Call that the old game time decision. So now, Paisas come off the floor, and both teams huddling up again as we're under a slight delay here. Not entirely certain what's going on, but it is a 4-point lead for Flamengo. They did not take the lead in that first quarter until the 38-second mark on a basket by Tayavek Alisi. And then Guy Deodato hit a three. To give the Brazilians a 4-point lead. Again, we're not entirely clear what this delay is here in Coliseo Ivan de Bedu in Medellin. As we get a look at Sergio Hernandez.
The number of shots that Flamengo takes is fundamental. And in a first quarter in which they didn't play well, Flamengo ends up taking an advantage typical of a team that feels like a favorite. Paisas will have to find better shots and, above all, control the turnovers. The second quarter and the rest of the game.
Yeah, Paisas had a lot of success early with Thomas Robinson, Eric Griffin, Darrell Summers. And then once Flamengo got going, Paisas had a few turnovers, a couple of errant passes.
I think
And
Flamengo
that opened the
changed
door
their
for
way.
Flamengo to walk through.
Sorry, Greg. I think Flamengo changed their way of defending the painting area. They changed it. They closed lines. They can run, and if Flamengo runs, they can shot better. They can take better shots.
We heard a whistle just a moment ago. Sounds like they're ready to bring the players back onto the floor. And they are. Don't know if it was an issue with the electronics or the scoreboard or what. But a delay of about 5 minutes before we got this second quarter underway. But here we go. Borges to Dos Santos. Gets past his defender. Shot blocked. Juan Cardenas. Now McCadney, his bright yellow shoes. Takes it all the way himself, hits the side of the backboard. I believe that was Robinson that got the offensive rebound and then drew the foul on the way back up.
Will you wear those yellow sneakers?
I don't know. Yellow's not my color.
Red ones, green, maybe.
Maybe green.
Okay.
I try to avoid the color yellow. As a larger guy, I'm afraid I would look too much like an American school bus. Might have kids start climbing on me.
Yeah.
Thomas Robinson to the free throw line. It's his first attempt.
I'm a Celtics fan. I love green ones.
Okay. There you go. And it's amazing every time they show crowd shots, Leo, you see so many American basketball team jerseys. I saw a Sixers one, seen several Michael Jordan jerseys. There's the Sixers shirt we just saw.
Yeah, a lot of Kobe Bryant, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Over to Manfio for three. Short. Here comes Summers. Outside, three on the way from Pena. That will not go. Deodato swings it right side, and Balby tries to shake McCadney. Yeah, offensive foul. Great job by McCadney. I believe that was on Galizzi, yes. McCadney fighting to stay with his man. Galizzi kept moving the screen. You can't do that. So now Paisas looking to tie, and a whistle. And an offensive foul on Paisas. Just 2 points scored so far in this second quarter.
With that slow pace.
Deodato for three again. Biggest lead of the game now for Flamengo at 5. Oh, beautiful feed to Summers off the window. No, tip dunk won't go. And Borges did not have numbers, so he holds it up. Now he pops from 17. That's good. Inside 8 minutes to play now. And
another Galizzi foul.
Yeah. It'll be his second.
Dorlis checks in.
In U.S. basketball, when somebody comes off the bench who's a known scoring threat, especially from outside, everybody yells, "Shooter!" so that the players on the floor are aware. But I think everybody's aware in the arena when Victor Lease comes onto the floor. No need to yell "shooter" here. Another turnover for Paisas. Oh, beautiful pass. Galizzi rams it home with the right hand off the beautiful feed from Alexi Borges. And Daniel Seoane wants timeout. His team trails by 9.
Yeah, another loss, another turnover for Paisas, another points in transition for Flamengo. This is the key of the game.
7-0 run by Flamengo. We'll be back in a moment. (30-21) in favor of Flamengo. Flamengo didn't take their first lead until the very end of the first quarter, but they have been rolling since then on the strength of a couple of Guy Deodato three-pointers. A jumper by Alexi Borges and a dunk by Taye Galizzi. Flamengo looking like the Flamengo we've seen throughout this tournament. And Leo, what do you think is more difficult for a team, to have new players come in or have a new coach come in?
Ooh. No, I think new players. The fit is another one.
Borges wide open for three. And Flamengo running right now with 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Turnaround jumper missed by Summers in the paint. And here comes Borges pushing the action again. Layup missed by Galizzi, but the offensive rebound to Deodato. Balbi open for three. Splash! Franco Balbi buries that one. And just like that, the lead is 15.
Yeah, 6 on 13 beyond the arc. 46% in shooting threes. Another key for Flamengo.
Flamengo outscoring Paisas in this second quarter so far. 13-2. Now some pressure in the backcourt. Balbi backs it off. Release. Outside to McCadney for three. That missed. Offensive rebound. Another three attempt, and that one's good. Somehow that doesn't fall in. That last three-pointer, by the way, by Eric Griffin for Paisas. Cuts the lead down to 12. 5.5 minutes to play second quarter. Lease dancing his way into the lane and scoring.
Nice Euro step
Now
to
Lease.
Victor Lease. Making his way to the rim. And el doble y la falta. Right.
Yes. Least an 87% free throw shooter in this event. Hits that one and gets the lead back down to single digits, 36-27. Balbi gets it right side to Deodato. That one's short. Rebound corralled by Miranda. Stole it away from Robinson. Flamengo resets. Balbi throws the lob inside to Miranda. Great pass. He just kind of caught it at an awkward place. Couldn't really do anything with it.
Beautiful. Beautiful pass.
Lease for three. Balbi the rebound. Pushing it up. Gets it to Manfio. Couldn't quite handle it. Now Shaquille Johnson passing it. Three-pointer. That is good. Franco Balbi hits from outside.
Magician strikes again, his second triple.
Balbi 2 of 2 from the arc. Had an American baseball player. Well, he wasn't American, but he played in America for the Chicago Cubs. Javier Baez, he was nicknamed El Mago.
Yeah.
The magician as well.
The magician, the wizard, maybe.
I believe Javi was from Venezuela.
Yeah. He's a fun player to watch, Franco Balbi.
Yes. Two free throws by Victor Lease. Give him 8 points and the lead back to 10. Nice offensive rebound by Miranda. 3 on the way, missed by Lucas Seward. Thomas Robinson pleading his case. That'll be his third foul. Second?
Second or third? It was foul. First of all,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
his
foul.
third.
Yeah, third foul, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Robinson just put his arm up and Miranda bounced off him and acted a little bit. Johnson hounded by Juan Salcedo. Now Balbi, little drop pass to Miranda, can't hit the layup. Now here comes Liz back the other way, trying to beat Deodato. Count the bucket! Victor Liz, my goodness.
How?
Draws the foul and thinks, yeah, I'll just throw that up there. Why not? Look at the reaction of that young fan in the stands. Oh, he loved it.
Excellent, excellent, beautiful basket for Victor Liz.
I wish we could see that. I wish you could see that again, so we could see that fan in the background, that young man.
Incredible.
His eyes about came out of his head as Liz completed the 3-point play. And the lead down to 7. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to play, second quarter. Liz steps back for 3. Splash!
What a passage.
Liz, a one-man.
Victor Liz.
Liz, a one-man wrecking crew the last minute. He's got 11 points now. Balbi. Shot clock down to 5. Gives it to Miranda. He misses again off the glass. And if I'm Flamengo, I'm tackling Victor Liz on this possession. I'm not letting him shoot. Of course, he might throw it up and hit it anyway. Liz spinning. Oh, he does it again, Victor Liz. He is unconscious.
We are watching Victor Liz against Flamengo. Only him.
Deodato for 3. That falls in.
So much suffering.
That was 11 straight points by Victor Liz. And he's now got 16. 5 of 7 overall, 2 of 4 from the arc. Vargas, and a foul as Griffin tried to work his way through traffic. I believe that was on Manfio. No, Lucas Seward.
Seward. Alexei and Balbi together on the Flamengo perimeter, this can be very fun to watch at the close of the second quarter.
As we said, Alexei did not play in the February window. Earlier in the tournament, he recorded a BCL Americas record 7 steals in one game. So perhaps that's why he didn't play in February. He was locked up in the penitentiary for all that thievery. Second free throw good. .2:15 to play. Borges right side. Seward missing the three-pointer. And Borges commits the foul. Telling Darrell Summers to stay down there for a moment. Get your breath. Victor Liz helps him up finally.
Can I take a nap?
Daniel Seoane, former head coach of the Venezuelan national team. Summers hits the first free throw. The second one short, rebounded by Johnson. Seward gets it back to Johnson. Still plenty of time. We're inside 2 minutes to play in the second quarter now. Johnson, bounce pass into the corner. Back outside to Johnson. Now Balby into the corner for Seward for three. That missed. Oh, rebound saved, but saved to Flamengo. Touch pass from Balby to Johnson. The three-pointer missed. Finally, Alexi Borges hits. Well, you give a pro team 5 shots at it, they're going to hit one of them.
Yeah. Alexei in the right place, in the right moment.
Elise turns it over. That really is the only knock on Victor Elise, as he tends to get a lot of turnovers. But a beautiful drive there by Alexi.
Another mini microwave
back to 6. Yeah. Now Vargas for three. That is good. Eloy Vargas. His first three-pointer of the tournament.
Much confidence.
45 seconds to play. Pass inside to Miranda. And he gets the easy deuce. This one a lot different than the defensive struggles we saw, or defensive contests, offensive struggles we saw last night between Instituto and Minas and Quimsa and Franca. This one a high-scoring first half. Now Summers, the long two, that won't go. And there was a horn following that miss. Did we get a timeout?
Hernandez calls a timeout, but he canceled it.
Okay. 11.9 to play. Shot clock is off. Borges hounded by Summers. Now Seward. Alexi kicks it into the corner. And a foul call.
I think the clock is still running. After the whistle. No, yes, a second after the whistle, maybe.
A little home cooking here in Medellin, maybe.
Maybe.
They may put a second or two back on the game clock. And now we have a timeout, as they are talking about the clock.
Oveja calls a timeout.
You mentioned Sergio's nickname, Oveja. Do you have any background on where that comes from?
When he was younger, he had a curly hair. So
I can tell.
His family calls Oveja when he was child. So now it's Oveja for everyone. Oveja is a sheep.
Okay.
Sheep, the animal? Yeah, sheep. Yeah, sheep. SHAAP? EEP, sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
S-H-E-E-P. Sheep. Yep. No, you're right on. I
Acabo
knew where you were
blackout.
going.
Sorry, acabo blackout.
48-43 with a couple of seconds left on the game clock here. We're not sure exactly how many. We haven't seen a shot of the clock. It was reading 0.2 of a second. But Leo, you thought the clock ran for a couple of seconds after the whistle.
Yeah, maybe 1 second, but
Okay,
the ref.
they put 0.2 of a second back on. Not very much.
It's hilarious. Sorry, Greg, but it's hilarious.
So Balby will inbound. Finally throws it out to Manfio for 3. No good. And we will go to halftime with Flamengo on top by 5, 48-43. An exciting second quarter. Paisas putting up 24 points in that second quarter, but Flamengo putting up 25 to take the 5-point advantage into halftime. As we look at the halftime numbers, Paisas overall 13 of 30 from the floor for 43%, 5 of 11 from three-point range for 45%, 12 of 14 from the free throw line, 85.7%. For Flamengo, 18 of 45 overall, 40%, 8 of 22 from the arc, 36%, and 4 of 9 from the stripe. Flamengo with the rebounding advantage, 26-21, including 13-5 on the offensive glass. We saw one sequence where Flamengo got at least 4 offensive rebounds in one possession. 5 turnovers for Flamengo, 8 for Paisas, 4 of those off of the hands of Victor Liz. As we look at first half highlights, here you see Thomas Robinson getting 2 of his 10 points. Robinson adding 7 rebounds. Eric Griffin has 8 points, 3 boards. Victor Liz, 16 points, 5 of 7 shooting. Eloy Vargas has 3, and Darrell Summers with 6. For Flamengo, Guy Deodato, 9 points on 3 of 5 shooting from three-point range. Franco Balbi, 6 points. He's perfect from the arc. Jonathan Dos Santos, 3 points. Shaquille Johnson has 4 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. Kyle Manfio with 3, 1 of 5 shooting from outside. Ruan Miranda, 7 points, 5 boards. Alexi Borges, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists already, so he's on triple-double watch. And Ty Galizzi, 5 points. Flamengo pushed the lead out to 15 points at 36-21 halfway through the second quarter. But then Victor Liz happened. He scored 11 straight points to get the lead cut down to 2 at 39-37. Paisas would get no closer, and we end the second quarter with Flamengo up by 5. This is the only game of the night in BCL America's play. We will get the last quarterfinal underway tomorrow in Buenos Aires. Boca Juniors and Real Estelí. Looking forward to that series as well. Still some business to take care of here in Medellin, and we will take care of that with second half action in just a few moments.
muchacho. Amarillo a mi izquierda, rojo a mi derecha. ¿Listo? El primero, el que más canastas convierta en un minuto, se lleva camiseta de Paisas. Listo, pero ojo, si la mete, deben devolver a la mitad de la cancha. ¿Listo? Te la metí, me devuelvo a la mitad de la cancha. ¿Listo? Hágale pues, vamos. 3, 2, 1, sale. A ver. Alguien la mete. Ay, se gardió solito. A ver. ¡Eso! A ver, el rojo. Vamos, rojo, vamos. Vuelve a la mitad, Rodri. Le queda chiquito. Hay que conseguir dinosaurio XS. A ver. Ay. Vamos, rojito, vamos. Arriba. Ay. ¿Sabes nucao ese dinosaurio? ¿Sabes nucao? Vea. Prométela, pues. Esta la mete, el ganchito. Ay. El ganchito a los Robinson, a ver. El ganchito a los Robinson, pilas el... porque sigue el 1 contra 1. Venga, reafirme la victoria. Organiza el dinosaurio Miguel, ingeniero en dinosaurios. Está inflando. Vaya lanzando. Te doy la oportunidad. A ver. ¿Qué va? ¿No le da? Bueno, se acabó. Dinosaurio amarillo. ¿Qué hubo? Vamos a tirarla desde acá. Listo. Vamos a ver, una oportunidad. Si la metes, se lleva camiseta de Paisas. Una sola oportunidad. 3, 2, 1, tírala. ¿Le damos otra o qué? ¿Otra? ¿Le damos otra o qué? Bueno, vamos a darle otra oportunidad, pues. Y se van preparando, quien se quiera ganar un balón de la competencia oficial autografiado por todos los jugadores. ¿Quién se lo quiere llevar? ¡Listo! ¡Tírala! ¡Arriba! Otra oportunidad. La última. Para eso eché la última. Hágale pues. Última oportunidad. Al 3, 2, 1. ¡Tírala arriba! Listo. Muchas gracias por participar. A ver, de VIP, ¿qué quiere lanzar? Por un balón. Venga pues. Venga también. Una pelota autografiada oficial de la competencia. Hace bonita esa pelota. Vean, aquí está el balón desde la mitad, no, de triple. Usted sigue aquí el loguito. Los niños de triple, ¿alguien más? Nadie más, listo, muy bien. De triple, los chiquitines, la dama, ¿quién empieza? La dama, hágale pues. Vamos a ver, de tres, desde ahí. No, oportunidad, lo que ustedes no saben es que si se ganan el balón me lo descuentan a mí. A mí me toca hacer... No, mentiras. Muy bien, ¿qué va? Hágale, venga. La niña, primero las damas, día de la mujer. Hágale pues, de acá. Usted tírela de acá, listo. Ahí, con mucha fuerza. Vamos a ver. ¡Prepare! ¡Apunte! ¡Ay! por acá, hágale el logo. Hágale de ahí. Ahora sí tiene la del logo. Vamos a ver. Fuerza, velocidad y gambeta. Le faltó ese tiro. Hágale de ahí. De aquí, de aquí. Se juega básquet, muchachos, de aquí. Coja impulso y plácata. Dale pues. Preparen. Apunten. ¡Fuego! ¡Ay! Se vaya, no se vaya. No se vaya. ¿Otra oportunidad para todos o qué? Sí, listo. Dale, espere pues que lo va a tirar. De aquí lo mismo que el muchacho. Hágale pues. Si la mete se lo lleva. Si no, otra ronda. Preparen. Apunten. Bueno, vamos a empezar. Venga pues, otra oportunidad. O si no, lo tiramos a la tribuna. Lo tiramos. Ay, sí. Dale, vamos. Vamos, vamos. Arriba, arriba. Ay. A ver, ¿quién va? Venga. Dale pues, fuerza, fuerza, fuerza. Tiras bien duro, listo. Dale pues. Y... ¡ay! ¡Güey, madre! Bueno, gracias. Tocó tirarlo a la tribuna. Bueno, vamos a hacerlo pues por puesto. Por puesto. Ahorita decimos un puesto y el que tenga el puesto se lo lleva. Hágale pues. ¡Vamos, Lebrón! Bueno, si no la meten. Ay, para ahí, nos fuimos. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! Destape la gaseosa. Mire la tapita. Sigue intentando. Vamos. Ahí va. ¡Y nos fuimos, nos fuimos! Bueno, muchas gracias a todos. Paisas 43, Flamengo 48, a todos. Muchas gracias.
Welcome back to Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellín, Colombia for tonight's Basketball Champions League Americas quarterfinal matchup. Game 1 of the series between Paisas of Medellín and Flamengo of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Leo Margo, my name is Craig Feta. Thanks so much for joining us. A lot of fireworks in the first half. Victor Liz tries to pick up where he left off, having 16 points in the first half. Manfio tries for 3 at the other end, and we are off to the races. Welcome in, everybody, in the USA on FanDuel TV, and in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Robinson fouled. Robinson had 10 points and 7 rebounds in that first half.
Was the first foul in Juan.
So Robinson to the free throw line, 2 of 2 tonight. Third of 4 quarterfinals underway. Our fourth one getting started tomorrow in lovely Buenos Aires. Boca Juniors taking on Real Estelí, 9:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 Eastern Daylight in the U.S.
And who's the favorite in this matchup? In that matchup. Sorry.
Oh man, I think you have to. I think you have to think it's Real Estelí, but not by much. I thought that went off of Miranda. And they're going to say it stays with Flamengo. Williams gets an opening and launches the 3 that missed. Another rebound for Robinson. He's got 9 now. The floater by Liz, and he draws the foul. So he will go to the free throw line where he is 4 of 4.
Let's see if you agree, Craig. We saw a first half in which the favorite Flamengo went from less to more. Paisas could not take advantage of this, although they reduced a difference of 15 points. But the Colombian team will have to be attentive to the pick and roll game on the Brazilians in this second half.
Flamengo still looking for their first points of this second half. Paisas have not scored a field goal yet. They're 3 points so far, coming on 3 free throws. Salcedo. To Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Griffin loses the handle. Here comes Williams up the right side. His pass intercepted by Salcedo. And it's a 3-on-0 as Thomas Robinson does chin-ups, and we are tied at 48. Griffin looking, spots Liz. He puts up the 3. That is good! And Paisas back on top.
second triple on Darrell Summers.
Oh, but there for the answer is Borges.
That was his second also. 2-on-3.
That brief lead by Paisas was their first lead since the 105 mark of the first quarter when they led 18-15. Robinson, strong move, can't get it to fall. Up ahead to Miranda, a little bit too far for the outstretched arm of Ruan Miranda. And a turnover by Flamengo with 7 minutes to play in this third quarter.
The second turnover in a row for Jordan Williams. Flamengo has 8 turnovers yet.
Liss weaving his way through into the lane, nearly lost it. Outside to Summers. Summers guarded by Manfio. Shot clock at 4. Salcedo in the corner. He steps back for 3. Short. Alexi gets it to Miranda underneath. He bounces it off the square and in. Miranda now with 11. Lead back to 4. Summers pops from 18. That one skids off the left side of the rim. Alexi pushing again. Now backs it out. Oh, leaves Salcedo on the deck. Unfortunately, Flamengo couldn't convert, but they get it right back. And Jordan Williams, I couldn't tell if that got dunked or he hit the rim with that dunk attempt.
What a block.
Good look. Yeah, that was just a straight block. Wow. Oh, my. That was Darrell Summers on that block. And after that block, Darrell Summers gets a well-earned rest. And now here's Maceo McCadney from 15 feet, no good. McCadney struggling in this one. Has not made a bucket. He's 0 for 4. Boy, and the seas part for Alexi Borges there. Almost looked like Paisas got caught in a switch and nobody knew who was going to take Borges, and he took it all himself.
Yeah, they forgot Alexei.
So lead back to 6 momentarily as Thomas Robinson scores again. To get the lead back to 4. Robinson now with 15. On 6 of 10 shooting. He's also got 9 rebounds.
Robinson is playing very bravely. So much confidence from him.
Johnson working on McCadney. Spinning his way into the lane. Nice move by Shaquille Johnson.
It's a spinner. He's a spinner.
Not a lot of scoring diversity for Paisas. Robinson with 15, Griffin 8, Liss 18, Vargas 3, Summers 9. That's it. That's the only people that have scored for Paisas. Now Salcedo for 3. Outside to Shaquille Johnson. That 3-pointer missed. Up ahead to Salcedo. Alley-oop, not there. And did they call a foul? Or did they call that out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
They called a foul on Manfio.
Oh?
Tried for the alley-oop. Yeah, Manfio. Yeah, they got Manfio for... coming down on Lease. That's foul number 3 on Kyle Manfio, so he will go have a seat. And there's Guy Deodato.
I think he wants to play the ball. He didn't look Victor Lease.
I think there's some three-point shooters in this game right now. Guy Deodato, Alexi Borges, Victor Lease. Both free throws good. And it's back to 4. Inside 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Handoff from Dos Santos to Johnson. He launches the tray. Rebounded by Vargas. Lease, all the way himself, hanging, throwing it off the window. No good. Lease wanted a foul. Open 3 for Dos Santos. Oof, missed that one badly. And Lease fouled. Johnson saying he had the ball. He definitely had his arm in there.
Little one.
Let's get a look at it. Yeah, that was arm.
Yeah, it's foul. Yeah, it's foul. It's foul.
Victor Lease to the free throw line again. He is 9 of 9.
The process of the game is very slow in this third quarter.
Yeah.
Low pace.
Oh, Lease finally misses.
Make a wish.
I think I jinxed him. I said he was 9 of 9. Boris now for 3. Rebound tapped back out of bounds, and it gets tapped off of the official. It was going out of bounds either way, so that was going to be Flamengo ball. Oh, beg your pardon, Paisas ball. I thought Paisas back tapped that.
No.
And it went off the
It's
official.
okay. It's for Paisas.
Okay. Lease escapes and gets the easy bucket. And a gorgeous pass. Oh my, that was a fantastic pass.
Excellent.
And
Excellent assist.
Sergio Hernandez wants timeout. That was Eloy Vargas, his Dominican countryman. And Paisas back
he's
to
not
within
happy.
1, 59-58. (59-58) Flamengo. Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin. The home side trying to pull off the upset. We said it in the outset, Leo. Don't sleep on Paisas. When you have Victor Liz on the floor and the addition of Thomas Robinson, you have Eric Griffin, Darrell Summers, Eloy Vargas. This is going to be a dangerous team. Galizzi misses the dunk. Not sure if the defender got a piece of that. And now Paisas with a chance at the lead. Here comes Summers. Contact, no whistle. Vargas the rebound. He's getting hounded by Galizzi. Vargas can't get it to go. Lease puts it back up. Can't get it. Lease. And nearly intercepted at the other end. Now Deodato for three. That missed badly. Vargas saves it in bounds. And Paisas again with a chance at the lead, but their pass intercepted.
What a weird quarter, Ted.
Oh, and Galizzi slips away, and not entirely certain what happened there. Everybody was kind of standing around flat-footed for Paisas.
Yeah, but 2 points on Galizzi.
Yeah.
It's a
Galizzi
weird
just went to
quarter.
the basket.
Yeah, Paisas is taking an advantage in this with this pace, but they are running behind the Flamengo at the scoreboard.
Yeah, Eric Griffin got a piece of that.
Yep.
Great angle on the replay. Nice job by our camera people and production staff to bring that to you. Three seconds on the shot clock. Darrell Summers catch and shoot, and that is good. That was only a 2.
He's stepping.
The lead back to 1. And a whistle away from the ball as Summers and Johnson tied up. And now Summers gets teed up. Oh, and you can't do that in a tight game. You cannot, especially when you are the underdog fighting to stay with the favorite.
The technical is on Griffin.
Was it on Griffin?
Yep.
I thought they got Summers. See that in just a moment. Yeah. Yep, was on Griffin. And Johnson hits the free throw. So Griffin sits down. Alvaro Pena comes in.
Yeah, the foul was on Summers, and the tech is on Griffin.
I think Griffin may have been upset about a previous play. Now Balby open for 3. He's not going to miss that.
I told you, prepare your smoking. The magician is on guard. It's a clumsy turnover this on Victor Liz.
As we said, he is prone to them. That was his 5th turnover in the game. Deodato. Deodato's shot is blocked, and that is a shot clock violation. I'm not sure if that would have counted had it not been blocked. Either way, it is a turnover. 36 seconds to play in this third quarter. Lease into the front court. Open 3 from the top of the key, short. I think it was Vargas that took that. As Galizzi came over to help out on Lease, that left Vargas open. Now Deodato. Shot clock is off. Game clock now to 7. And Balby fouled. by Vargas before he could get that shot off.
It's a good foul.
Yes.
They have six.
He's
6
waving
seconds
from it.
on the clock. No, it's a good foul. Galisi was stepping in the paint, and that was a good foul.
Yes, absolutely. Lob inside to Johnson. He kicks it out to Deodato for three. That's good! Guy Deodato again! Another buzzer beater at the end of a quarter. That gives Flamengo an 8-point lead. 68-60.
$11 on 33. Dribbles for Flamengo. 4 on Deodato, 3 on Balbi, 1 on Jonathan Dos Santos, 1 on Cayo, 2 on Borges. They have so many.
Deodato now with 12 points now, and I swear you could put Guy in for the final 2 minutes of each quarter, and he'd score 12 to 15 points every game. As we look at the individual numbers, Thomas Robinson, 15 points, 9 boards for Paisas. Eric Griffin, 8 points. Victor Liz, 23. He's got 3 rebounds and 3 assists, but those 5 turnovers. Eloy Vargas, 3.6 boards. Darrell Summers, 11 points, 4 rebounds. For Flamengo, Deodato with 12. Balbi with 9. Dos Santos, 3. Shaq Johnson, 7. Kyle Manfio, 3 points. He's been in some foul trouble, so he's been sitting down for a while. Juan Miranda, 11 points, 7 rebounds. Alexi Borges, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. And Taya Galizzi, 7 points. So Alexi still on the triple-double watch. Can Flamengo pull away from Paisas in this fourth quarter? We shall see. We know Paisas have the firepower to stay with Flamengo. And Leo, what do Paisas have to do in this fourth quarter to catch up and pull ahead?
First of all, control the turnovers. And then they have to make more points in the paint and try to control the 3-pointers in Flamengo. Maybe these 3 keys are the keys of the game.
Flamengo outscored Paisas 20-17 in that third quarter. McCadney outside to Salcedo. And now Griffin for 3. That one well short, out of bounds, and that should be Flamengo ball. Thomas Robinson begging for the review.
I think the last touch was on Robinson, but
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who exactly he was begging there.
The same. Yeah.
And now Manfio fouled. So Cayo will go to the free throw line. Has not shot a free throw in this tournament. First free throw too strong. There you get a look again at Sergio Hernandez as head coach of Argentina's national team, led the country to bronze in Beijing in 2008. Runner-up finish at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019 in China. And 3 second-place finishes at the FIBA AmeriCup in 2007, 2015, and 2017. I was at those tournaments in 15 and 17.
And he's the head coach with more championships in Argentinian league in the history.
Now Robinson tied up. And a turnover for Flamengo.
It's the 9. Sorry, 8. 8 turnovers. Flamengo.
Loved watching Sergio Hernandez coach. The other coach that I really loved watching was Nestor Garcia.
El Che.
Yep. El Che.
Both.
Exactly.
Both coaches born in Bahia Blanca, the same city of Manu Ginobili and I.
Ah. I knew Che was from Argentina. I wasn't aware of the city, and now Flamengo rolling. So Daniel Seoane taking time out with his team down 11.
And everything is connected. Daniel Seoane was an Che Garcia's assistant coach so many years too.
And you watch Garcia coach, and he almost wills his team to win. There you get a look at Guy Deodato, the 33-year-old. 12 points in this one on 4 of 7 shooting from three-point range. A couple of buzzer beaters in this one. Liz drawing lots of attention, as you can imagine. Into the corner, Griffin open for 3. Splash! Eric Griffin.
They forget Griffin in the corner. They forgot, sorry.
Now Manfio open for 3. That missed. Rebound Salcedo. Lease hounded on the right wing by Balbi. Lease, 3 defenders around him. Griffin again for 3. That one almost fell in. Now Williams. Salcedo blocks him once, forces the miss. And now Jordan Williams pleading for a foul. Salcedo open for 3. No. At least fighting for the rebound, could not get it. Lease at 38 years old, playing with as much energy as someone half his age. Oh, a beautiful screen and roll there, leading to the open bucket for Ruan Miranda. Griffin late on the rotation, could not stop that, and the lead back to 10.
Yeah, slow-mo, big and roll.
It's so funny watching these guys signal for a review anytime the ball goes out of bounds. waving their arms madly, making that rectangle shape.
Everybody ask. Everybody ask. They want a review in every single play.
Yep, every time it goes out of bounds off of somebody.
Yeah.
So Victor Liz to the free throw line. He is 9 of 10. Technical foul assessed to Ruan Miranda. Did not see what he had done to get that whistle. But again, I seem to have jinxed Victor Liz. Griffin. At least missing, then hitting it off the glass. At least now with 25. Balby trying to shake McCadney. McCadney staying with him. Great job by McCadney. Now Deodato. Shot clock at 6. At least may have gotten a piece of that. McCadney open for 3. That's good! Maceo McCadney hits his first bucket of the game. He was 0 for 5 before that.
He's one of the players that run in the sentence. Oh, 3%. The sentence. The best shot is the next one. Maceo McCadney thinks this is the philosophy.
Manfio answers with a three-pointer of his own. And Robinson hits the floater over Manfio. Tough shot by Thomas Robinson. And he's got 17. Paisas hanging around. 5:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Stolen away by Robinson. And he misses the dunk. Robinson misses the dunk. That would have cut the lead to 4. And kicked out of bounds. That should stay with Flamengo. I'm not sure if Robinson thought Manfio was going to challenge and was expecting contact, but he went up and just absolutely blew that dunk.
Couldn't be real.
Here we look at the back-to-back three-pointers by McCadney and Manfio. Manfio now with 7. Deodato hands it off to Borges. Borges on the drive. Knocked out of there, but Borges gets it back.
Yeah, Summers
Was that Andres
touched the ball.
Yeah, Summers knocked it out of his hand, but it bounced right back. Robinson, the floater, won't go. Rebound. McCadney fighting for it, can't come up with it. Borges slows it down. 4:10 to play. Borges into the corner for Manfio for 3. Splash! Caio Manfio again. And that is assist number 9 for Borges. He's got 18 points, 9 boards, 9 assists. Borges to Deodato. Just about got his 10th assist there.
Flamengo's gonna play with the
Miranda
right now.
Big rebound by Ruan Miranda right there. And that gets the lead to 13. Huge offensive rebound for Ruan Miranda. And Daniel Seoane wants timeout with 3:36 to play. And his team suddenly down by 13.
15 points on Ruan Miranda with 11 rebounds. but I love the way plays Alexei Borges. It's everything. It's on his mind. Everything.
Alongside Leo Margot, my name is Craig Feda. We are bringing this game to you from Coliseo Evandro Bedu in Medellin, Colombia, between Flamengo and Paisas. Game one of this quarterfinal series in the ECL Americas tournament. And Leo, Paisas had cut it down to 5 at 73-68 after the McCadney three-pointer. Flamengo got it to 76-70, and then Robinson missed that dunk, which would have got it down to 4. Since then, Flamengo has scored 7 straight points. You hate to point to an error like that, but who knows what happens if Robinson makes that dunk, and Lis travels here.
Another turnover, another tough turnover.
At least wanting a review on the travel. I don't know that you can do that. Say he dragged his pivot foot.
But the answer on this, what are you talking, is Alexei. He managed the pace of the game, controls the ball, assists his teammates. He's doing everything. Another score on Alexei. It's Alexei's masterclass, right?
Alexei, 1 rebound, 1 assist away from a triple-double with 2:46 to play. 9 straight points since the missed dunk by Robinson. Robinson, otherwise a fantastic game, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals. Now Galizzi, stolen away by Lis. 3rd steal for Victor Lis. Now the lob inside to Robinson, and he draws the foul on Galizzi. And an offensive foul. Boy, the wheels kind of coming off here for Paisas now. And you hate to see that because they stayed in it for so long. Dos Santos for 3, that missed. That would have given Borges an assist. Inside 2 minutes to play now.
I want to review this.
They are indeed, as Daniel Seoane challenges. Let's take a look at the video here. Not sure if we're going to be able to. Oh, I think that went off Lis. Officials getting to look at the same angles we are.
I think it's Flamengo's ball.
Yeah, I agree. I think Luis touched it last. And if you're Seoane, you almost have to challenge it at this point, you know? You have to get a possession any way you can.
It's a good goal, but
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear it went off.
it was Victor
Luis.
Luis. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
And again, great camera work. Great job by production to bring you the pictures. Outstanding job all around. And it is indeed Flamengo ball. So 1:57 to play. The lead is 13 for Flamengo. And Flamengo will be in no hurry to put up a shot here. Borges. Galizzi was in the paint for about 8 seconds. Borges fouled.
No foul?
No, they didn't call that?
No. Didn't call.
Borges incredulous as we are.
But the clock right now is Flamengo's best friend, right?
Yeah, and a turnover there by Durrell Summers. 90 seconds to play.
19.
Deodato waving traffic around.
19 turnovers.
Oof. 13 for Flamengo. Shot by Jordan Williams, no good. Boy, and you really have to feel for Paisas. They played such a tough game. Now Summers for 3. Let's see the rebound. Deodato to Borges. Come on, let's get Alexi that triple-double. Galizzi. Nope. But he does draw the foul. That'll be number 4 on Robinson. Oh, no, it wasn't Robinson. It was Salcedo.
Yeah.
No, not Salcedo. Was it Salcedo?
Yeah, Salcedo.
Okay. I like that maroon magenta stripe that Galizzi has in his hair. I might have to try that.
Really?
Yeah, except I'll do it the other way. I'll do it sideways so that it goes under the top of my headset. Daniel Seoane taking time out. Oh, and what might have been the missed dunk with 5 minutes to play that would have cut the lead to 4. After that, Flamengo rattled off 9 straight points to put Paisas away.
Craig, let's tell people that we will be together again tomorrow with the continuity of the quarterfinals.
Yes. We will have that game tomorrow, 9:10 p.m. local time in Buenos Aires, 8:10 Eastern Daylight in the USA, between Boca Juniors and Real Estelí, the fourth quarterfinal, game one of that series. And then I believe we are off until Tuesday. I'm sorry, off until Wednesday. When we will resume
on 15?
Yep. Wednesday
March
we will
15th.
resume
Okay.
between Minas and Instituto from Belo Horizonte. And then right after that, it's going to be Franca and Quimsa from Franca, as we get it unsportsmanlike with 2.8 seconds to play. A couple of players got tied up, showing some frustration.
Griffin and Galizzi. Griffin pushes Galizzi and gets a sportsman-like foul.
And that's unfortunate. You hate to see that. Taya hits the first free throw. So Wednesday will be Minas.
Locker room.
Yeah, he may have been ejected. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Or
he gets a technical.
And now they run the clock off, and we go final. Flamengo pulls away in the final 5 minutes to take an 89-72 win over Paisas and a 1-0 lead in this series. Flamengo outscoring Paisas in that fourth quarter, 21-12. And again, you think of what could have been. Hate to keep pointing out a mistake as a key point, but the missed dunk by Thomas Robinson at the 5:01 mark, that would have cut the lead to 4. After that, Flamengo outscored Paisas 13-2 the rest of the way. As we look at the numbers on this one, for Paisas, 23 of 59 overall, 39%, 8 of 22 from the arc, 36%, 18 of 23 from the free throw line. Flamengo, not much better. In fact, worse. From three-point range, they were 33 of 84 overall. They put up 25 more shots. My goodness. They only shot 39%, but they hit 10 more field goals. 13 of 40 from three-point range for 32.5%. 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Big rebounding advantage for Flamengo, 51-41, including 20-8 on the offensive glass. 13 turnovers for Flamengo, 20 for Paisas. Individually for Paisas, Thomas Robinson, 17 points, 11 boards. Maceo McCadney, 3 points. Eric Griffin, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Victor Liz, another big night scoring, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but 7 turnovers. Darrell Summers, 13 points, 5 rebounds for Paisas. For Flamengo, Guy Deodato, 12 points on 4 of 9 shooting from the arc. Franco Balbi, 9 points. Jonathan Dos Santos, 3 points, 3 boards. Jordan Williams, quiet night for him, 2 points on 1 of 12 shooting. He did have 5 rebounds. Shaquille Johnson, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Kyle Manfio, 10.6 boards. Ruan Miranda, a nice game for him, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Alexi Borges did not get his triple-double. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. And Taya Galizzi finished with 11 points. Again, the final score, 89-72. Flamengo takes a 1-0 series lead. Instituto leads that series with Minas, 67-60. They won last night. And also last night, Franca defeated Quimsa 79-61. Our 4th quarterfinal will get underway tomorrow night as Boca Juniors host Real Estelí at 9:10 p.m. local time in Buenos Aires, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight in the USA. Leo Margo and I will join you for that one. Again, Flamengo taking a 1-0 series lead as the series heads back to Rio on Friday, March 14th. And Game 3, if necessary, would be on Saturday in Rio. For my partner, Leo Margo, my name is Craig Feda. Hope you enjoyed watching this one, 89-72, Flamengo the win. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and so long for now.